I'm really happy to have Hawkwind on its Psychedelic Baby magazine. You've been rehearsing this week. How are you guys? How are you, Richard?
Oh, well, I'm fine, thank you
How
very
about
much.
you, Niall?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
How about you, Tibbs?
Yeah, radiant, sir, radiant. How about you, Dave?
Well, all chairs are moving in. The chairs are clustering around the microphone.
Gather round, lads, gather
I've got
round.
a bit of a backache because I've been chopping some logs up, actually, and...
Well, we have some ointment.
But anyway, apart from that... Okay, that's the end of that question. Let's start at the beginning of Hawkwind.
What's the best memory?
There's loads of best memories of the band. There are too many to actually tell.
Well, just one will do. I mean, you always say you always thought a big landmark. You always said to me was when you made the first LP, because it was the first time you'd been in the studio. You felt jolly proud of it. I remember you saying.
It was. I thought it was a great moment to actually go in the studio. The dream of actually making your first album, and making a bit of a psychedelic approach to it all, and it was very constructive, and it was a great achievement for us.
Yeah,
and I was very pleased. I was very proud of it.
You should be. You should be, Dave. You should be. You should be righteously proud.
Anyway,
right then. Now, there's various other members of the band here who've also had happy, interesting moments in Hawkwind. For instance, Dibsy over there.
Yes,
speak to us. Tell us of your most magical moment within the band.
There's been so many. Magical moment was.
We haven't got to that.
No, we're asking each one. Fair's fair. Come.
Krell supported in 1992, which was a magical moment doing a whole tour.
You mean your most magical moment of being in Hawkwind was not being in Hawkwind at all?
No. There's three stages, you see.
Oh, quick.
The stage where we was at Dragfest in Whitby.
Outside.
And you said, here, Dave, Dibs can drive the bus. And that's how I got this confidence in the crew.
Stage one complete.
Yeah. And then the very first gig I did, which just happened to be Dave and Chris's wedding at Donington, that we held at Hallfest.
Stage two.
In 1970 you released your first album. Your debut is not as spacey as your later ones, but you really had a unique sound. Where do you think you got that unique sound like no other band has? Well, I would say because of simple guitar playing and having Dick Nick, who used to play wonderful audio generators, and Dell, who used to play the EMS synthesizer, and we used to have a wonderful solid rhythm section with Simon King and Lemmy, and a bit of a honking saxophone from Nick. That's probably why. Next year you release mind-blowing album.
I think he's got it. That's the exact reason why.
The title is Space. That marks the true birth of your brand of space rock prog. Space rock prog? I didn't know space rock was progressive.
Well, no, that's short for progressive, Dave, and let's face it, pushing the envelope
you from
being
so
different.
many others. I mean, I can't imagine being a kid in that time and putting this on my record player for the first time. It must be awesome!
Well, of course it would.
Did you say Borsum?
Of course it
Borsum
would.
would.
I mean, you know,
who said Borsum would?
Let's face it.
Borsum would. We used to make model aeroplanes.
Ah, we're using airplane
awesome
dope,
balsa.
Dave. Dope. Yes. Airplane.
Tracing paper and dope.
Airplane dope. Yes.
Would you like to share some of the strongest memories from...
From when? Come.
Strongest memories from producing in such a space?
Ah, yes. Come on, you remember vividly. Remember that.
Well, anyway.
Yeah,
okay.
no, come on, Dave. Come on. I myself am
And
interested.
what he wants to also know about Do Re Mi, he wants us to...
I know, yes. There's little details and anecdotes from each record. Why not?
Okay, Do Re Mi is another killer from your discography. And a year later, you released a live album called Space Ritual. What do you remember from Space?
Yes, come on now, Dave. What do you remember?
Two out of it.
Oh, they want to hear great moments from the Space Ritual.
What about that story I heard about when you were at Rockfield? What's his name? Kingsley or Amos said about when you were mixing Space Ritual or doing something with it, and you were all standing in front of the speakers going head banging. You don't remember that? You don't?
I remember the time we spiked him up with some message.
There! Perfect! And it works every time, you know.
Stop it. And then he played this amazing solo.
Brilliant.
It's a renowned solo, and it's on Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do.
Excellent.
Okay, there we are. Which role does the hallucinogens play on your music now?
A subtle but distinct role.
Here we are.
No.
Me in my 70s, and they're
Still
asking
asking
me
if
if I
you're
take
still a
hallucinogens.
Well, you know, it's a valid question, Dave. You know, I mean, why not?
It's all right if you're a young man and you can contend with it. Come on
Yeah.
now, everybody
Richard
else.
has him on his cornflakes, don't you, Richard?
No,
Every
no.
morning.
I'm
Every
subtle.
morning.
I think the safe
Coffee
question,
and
the safe
cornflakes.
thing would be that we're subtler now than we used to be.
So what books reflect on your drumming technique?
Well, without any shadow of a doubt, it's got to be superhero comics. Wham,
Bam.
boom, thracow, any kind of special effect like that written down. These are all crucial to my drumming style, and will remain so. I'm a firm believer in powerful
Okay,
songs.
anyone else got anything to say about Richard's drumming?
Richard's finest string of all in the house.
Since? What about Ginger Baker? That's so unfair. The world's greatest drummer.
Okay, in my humble opinion.
Fair enough. Well, thanks very much. It's jolly nice of you to say so, and you'll get a Christmas present from me this year.
Excellent, I need some new boots.
Okay, let's travel into the present. Okay, chaps, your latest album, Blood of the Earth.
Soup in the bun.
That's out of date. We've got a new.
Blood of the Earth. What can you say about it? What is the concept behind the album? Where did you record it? Well, the concept first.
I'll
Come
do
on,
the easy
chaps.
question first. We recorded it at Earth Studios.
Okay.
And what then what did we do?
Well, we did that. What is the concept behind it, Richard?
The concept behind it is that the idea is that we make a lot of really loud noises with rhythmic sort of soundtracks. We squash it all together and put it on 2 shiny little CDs, or even a big sort of nice fat black vinyl. In fact, in this case, it's transparent vinyl, which makes it even more collectible.
So we want to know, what about Blood of the Earth? It took a long time to record. The album that we got out now called Onward took a lot less time, I can tell you that, and it was far easier. Blood of the Earth is a bit of a everybody.
It's a long
Yes,
journey.
it was a real learning
learning
curve,
process, a
wasn't it?
big learning curve.
There are some new versions of older songs, you better believe it. Was originally released in 1974, yes, you know that. Sweet Obsession was released in 1984.
Well, by the horns of Loki, you're right. It has, in fact, been re-released.
The managers now walked into the room.
But we made another record since then, which has some other old songs on it too, but there are quite a lot of new ones as well. Yes, it's called Onward, and it's jolly good.
What are some of your future plans?
And the cover's
New
brilliant.
album, perhaps tour.
By the nipples of
New album's
Cersei, we've
called
already
Onward,
begun.
and we're about to tour in the end of April, beginning of May, to travel the country with our wonderful light show and dancers. We're actually getting new numbers together, new show together. In actual fact, next week we start on all of
We
this.
begin this odyssey of creativity.
Okay, you've played so many shows. Perhaps if you could tell me a few which are the most memorable.
Which
Again, for me, would be the first gig I ever played, which was in 2007 at Donington, at Bruce's wedding, and Beautiful Days, which was the
That's
first
the most
huge
What
crowd.
about you, Richard? What's your memorable one? That was Gibbs telling you his memorable
That was
gig.
Tibbs, yes.
I was hoping you'd ask somebody else so I could cast my mind over the loads
Okay,
and loads
now
of
where's your
occasions.
most memorable gig?
Well, that's
It
a bit of a
certainly
tricky
was.
one, isn't it? I think every gig's a
It certainly was Burghurst.
certainly would have been
Burghurst, I don't think was
they
our
all
most
have their
memorable one
moments, that's for
whatsoever.
sure.
You know.
Oh, I did very well there, I suppose.
You might have done. When I listened to it, you were all right. There was other members of the band. I remember I was singing flat, and I think Tim was playing out of tune.
You're never flat, the whole
Very
band
grumpy.
was flat.
No, what happened to
I had some
that?
low points too. Yeah, I don't want to get into
Which
them.
gig are
It's
you
misty
on
on
about?
his kind of a stage.
Oh, right, yeah.
What year was it, gentlemen?
2010.
Was your finest
Blimey,
gig,
was
your
that
finest
far
night.
ago?
Your crystal
Mind
night.
you, the excuse was, I might say, everybody, we couldn't really hear what we were doing on stage. It
My
was
finest
really
gig was a
annoying.
Wolverhampton gig, actually.
There we are,
There we go.
Wolverhampton.
Okay. What year was that?
2010.
Okay, right. Anyone else?
Best gig, probably that
Every night, Richard said.
Every
time
night.
Richard
Yes,
plays
every
gigs, the
night.
best
For me,
gig.
is a
Right.
passionate
You can't
display
really
of love.
say many shows. Yeah, we've done thousands of shows. And you can turn around and say to me, "Do you remember, Dave? After lots of shows, sometimes I was on stage and I thought to myself, well, what a wonderful party we're about to have after the show. I think
Yeah, yeah.
What was the bread and cheese?
thinking more it's bread and cheese and a glass of water and be sent back to my room.
I can't wait for the cocoa.
Where did I put my coat, you're thinking, whilst you're in the middle of the song? That happened to me.
Okay, well, that's the memorable moments, cocoa and
Coats.
chocolate biscuits. Well, I have to ask you this. I know you have millions of crazy stories to share, but please pick one or two. Well, I think we've already done that. Anyway, that's it. Well, we've done the interview. Thank you very much.